Right when I looked at her, those little eyes told me everything about how hard her life had been. A tiny puppy inside a plastic crate, under the rain, completely alone. At that moment, I didn't know my life was about to change, but this little soul was going to teach me so much more than just being a dog. It all started on a Sunday morning. I was volunteering at the veterinary clinic when my phone rang. It was one of the neighborhood residents. "I found something in the park. Please come," she said in panic. Her voice was trembling and I could hear the urgency. I grabbed my keys and ran immediately. The park was only 5 minutes away, but it felt like forever. And there, next to the trash bin, inside a wet cardboard box, I saw her, Bella. I didn't know I was going to name her that right then, but it felt like it had always been her name. The rain had soaked through the cardboard and she was lying there, motionless, barely breathing. Bella's condition was serious. She was shivering from the cold. You could count her bones, and worst of all, there was no light in her eyes. It was as if her will to live had completely vanished. Her tiny body felt like nothing in my hands, maybe 2 pounds at most. I wrapped her in my jacket and held her close to my chest, trying to share whatever warmth I had. I took her to the clinic immediately. After examining her, the doctor turned to me and said, "If she makes it through tonight, she has a chance." Those words hit me hard. I didn't sleep that night. I sat with Bella, warmed her up, petted her for hours. I whispered to her, telling her she was safe now, that she wasn't alone anymore. But the most shocking part hadn't even started yet. When morning came, Bella was still breathing, weak but determined breaths. Her chest was rising and falling, slowly but steadily. That's when I made a decision. I wasn't going to foster this dog. I was taking her home. Temporary foster care, officially, of course, but something inside me was saying otherwise. I already knew she was mine. When we got home, I introduced her to my other dog, Luna. Luna was 7 years old, experienced and quite calm, a golden retriever who had been with me through thick and thin. When she saw Bella, she didn't know what to do. She approached slowly, started sniffing cautiously, and then the most surprising thing happened. Luna laid down next to Bella and wrapped around her as if she were her own puppy. It was like watching a mother reunite with her lost child. In that moment, I knew Bella had found more than just a home. She'd found a family. The first weeks were a complete struggle. Bella didn't want to eat. The vet suggested force feeding, but I wanted to try a different approach. I started feeding her in front of Luna. While Luna was eating, Bella watched curiously from the corner, her ears perked up with interest. On the third day, a small miracle happened. Bella hesitantly approached Luna's bowl and took a bite. Just one bite. But for me, it was the greatest victory in the world. I still see you haven't subscribed yet, and that makes me sad, friend, because there are so many more amazing stories like this to share, and you're missing out. Come on, hit that red button and become part of this family. Bella wants this too, trust me. As days passed, watching Bella's transformation was incredible. Every morning when I opened the bathroom door, yes, I kept her in the bathroom the first few weeks so she'd feel safer, there was a little tail waiting for me. It had started wagging. The day I saw her first tail wag, I cried. Everyone at the clinic witnessed it. My coworkers gathered around, some with tears in their eyes too. We'd all invested so much emotion into this little fighter. A month later, Bella was the clinic's mascot. She came to work with me every day. Staff members bought her toys, played games, took pictures. Patients would ask about her, and their faces would light up when they saw how far she'd come. But Bella's favorite person was Luna. In the mornings, she'd grab Luna's ear in her mouth and pull to wake her up. Luna, even when tired, would get up and play with her. They'd chase each other around the yard, Bella's little legs working overtime to keep up with Luna's long strides. The bond between these two dogs taught me what true love really means. 6 weeks had passed, and it was time to officially sign the adoption papers. Normally, foster carers give the dogs back, but I couldn't. Bella was now my family. When I signed the papers, everyone at the clinic applauded. That day, we threw a party for Bella. She even had a cake, dog-friendly, of course. Balloons, toys, gifts. Bella ran around with the balloons in her teeth, rubbed against everyone's legs. That little dog wasn't just surviving anymore. She was living. Today, Bella is 2 years old, strong, healthy, and incredibly energetic. Every morning she goes running with me, her paws hitting the pavement in perfect rhythm. She's transformed from that fragile creature who could barely stand into a powerhouse of joy and energy. She plays in the yard with Luna, and it's the most beautiful thing to watch. Luna has slowed down a bit with age, but Della brings out the puppy in her. They have their own language now, a bark here, a nudge there, a playful bow that means let's go. At night, they sleep side by side, Luna's golden fur mixed with Bella's darker coat, like a living yin and yang. Sometimes I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and just watch them breathe, completely at peace. And me, every day I remember that plastic crate, that rainy Sunday morning, those tiny, hopeless eyes staring at nothing, the way her body felt so light, so fragile. And I'm grateful I didn't look away. I'm grateful I answered that call, that I ran to the park, that I chose to care. Sometimes people tell me, you saved Bella, but the truth is, Bella saved me. She taught me responsibility, not the kind where you check boxes, but the kind where you show up even when it's hard, even when you're tired. She taught me unconditional love, the kind that doesn't ask for anything in return. And most importantly, she taught me that you can change a life. One small decision can create a ripple effect that touches everyone around you. That rainy Sunday morning didn't just change Bella's life, it changed mine. It changed Luna's. It changed everyone at the clinic who watched her fight and win. Now, let me ask you a question. If you had encountered such a situation, what would you have done? Would you have passed by thinking someone else would help? Or would you have stopped, gotten your hands dirty, taken the risk? I want you to write in the comments because this is very important. Every comment can inspire someone else. Every story shared can give someone the courage to act. Maybe your comments could lead to another Bella being saved. Maybe your words will be the push someone needs to make that life-changing decision.